In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa. Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines.
Yes, and we're here. We are here. My name is Mark Godwin. I'm here in the Milan studio for Between the Lines, Monday, this beautiful 16th day of the month of March.
I can't hear you.
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? The man on the other side. Who is the man on the other side? You can't. Can you hear me now? But I can hear you. Maybe check your the audio. Okay. Anyway, viewers, we're here Between the Lines, the 16th day of March, and Between the Line is our program that starts the week updates. This Monday, for Monday, let's start with not too pleasant news. We have the news of terrorists killing people again in Plateau State. Terrorists killing our people in Plateau State. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Good.
Hello.
How are you, big man?
I'm good. Good evening, my brother, and good evening, Nigerians all over the world, and good evening, seed of the world.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, Between the Lines, we're here. Dr. Olufemi, again, terrorist struck at Plateau State. Let's come with the not too pleasant news. Plateau State is going through this. It's been on for years now. Plateau State every time. Plateau State. What's the story there? We heard some not pleasant news. A group of 20 security operatives killed. There was an ambush, and even though they tried to intervene, the security arm, but it didn't play out well. So our people are dying, Dr. Femi. Our people are still dying from terrorist attack, and it comes in a very, very gruesome way. What do you have on this Plateau story?
I want to join the families and the whole country to sympathize with the families of these fallen heroes in the hands of these evil people, evil men and women who are always thirsty for blood. It is not something that is palatable to discuss. We're discussing human beings here. We're discussing lives here, and these are people that, like I said before, like a man of God said, the most terrible people want to fight against these people who don't want to go home. People who have been washed into terror, that see now killing other fellow human beings is a way of life. So these are the people we're dealing with. We're not just dealing with somebody that wants to just grab something and disappear. These are people who are bloodthirsty, who always see killing other people as a way of life. So I sympathize with this. I sympathize with Nigeria. My heart bleeds for Nigeria at the moment. It is something that we all have to come around and work towards finding a lasting solution to. It is not a political thing. It's not a political game. It's not thing. It is human beings that are being killed.
Yes. So while we're still on this story, security story and terrorist attack, let's bring in our big man from all the Canada. Big George, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We can, yeah.
Dr.
Yeah, we can hear
Olufemi
you.
Oba Karunwe, listen to me. You're looking very marvelous today. You're looking very good. How are you?
Oh, thank you. God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. A Massive Mark, what's happening on it in your side?
We are good. The weather has subsided a little. It's not as cold as it used to be. So everybody's, it's a little bit warm, but not very warm, but it's beautiful here in Milan. All right, gentlemen. George, we're talking about security situation. Still on that same topic, Dr. Femi, and had something happening in Ondo, southwest Nigeria at the airport. They caught people, but the police came and changed the story. What's all that? Is it that they are scared to say what they did? Because there are clips coming out from Ondo on the port situation. You any one of you have that story, Ondo State and the police?
No, I don't have that story actually.
I read a little bit about it, not very in depth. There was a terrorist situation there, and the police actually was called to. I'm not really versed with it because I read two versions of it, and I don't know what to believe. So I'm not just going to stay aloof of it. Two versions of it, which does not come together. So I'm not sure which one to believe.
Yes, two versions really. But the story, what we got from here in the studio, is that there are 4 suspected bandits were arrested at the Ondo airport. 4 suspected bandits. That's the story in the morning. It happened, and then now they said the police said no, they don't know anything about that. So maybe it was a vigilante effort. Maybe it wasn't the police directly. But whatever that is, we want to get to the story. All right, gentlemen, let's move on to other stories here. We're still in Nigerian story before we come to the international one. Tomorrow, we're having our president in your place, Dr. Olufemi, the Nigerian president, Tinubu, will be in the UK on a state visit, we heard. Do you want to give us some information on that? Is anything?
London and Windsor essentially is agog with the state visit. This will be the 5th in the history of Nigeria, the state visit of a president in Nigeria. I think the last person that came on the state visit was President. It was I think it was Babangida was the last person that came on a state visit like that. So we're looking forward to that. We're looking for it shows that we are now putting ourselves back on the global picture, that Nigeria is being seen as a strong member of the Commonwealth. We're economically and also with the influence of Nigerians all over the world. This is an opportunity for us to sell ourselves back to the rest of the world as a place, as a target, a destination of investment, a destination of economic of commerce, so that Nigeria will begin to move forward. So this is an opportunity for us to do that. So we Nigerians in diaspora, in United Kingdom, are looking forward to that. We are looking forward to giving the president a rousing welcome. But most of the city of Windsor is agog with Nigerian flags on the streets.
Nice. Will you be there? Be at that reception?
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting my ticket for the reception itself. But on the street of Windsor, I will be there.
Okay.
George, waving my Nigerian flag.
Nice. George, it will be a big one, like Femi just said now. What do we expect? What is our president expected to discuss with the UK Prime Minister Stemmer? And later on, he will also be going to the Royal Palace. But what do we want to hear? What do we want to see from this very epic event?
It's a very welcomed event that is going to take place on this visit, because for the first time, since like what my brother said, the last time that this visit took place was with Babangida, which is very controversial. If you ask me, how can a military ruler be going to be received by these people? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, aside by that, while such visits were important for strengthening trade, security, and cooperation, and possibly migration policies, many Nigerians will be watching closely to see whether the outcomes of this particular visit will translate into tangible benefits for the citizens at home, because that's the bottom line to it. It's not about fanfare. Yeah, at a time when Nigerians are grappling with the economic hardship, which is all over the place, inflation and rising, living costs, the optics of the ceremonial state visit may raise legitimate questions about priorities, though it is necessary. But people, but you're giving the opposition the opportunity to actually ask questions. Citizens will expect that discussions around trade, investment, and port development produce practical agreement that will stimulate jobs. Will be one of the major, one of the questions that are being asked. Infrastructure development and economic relief for Nigerians, because UK, they actually raped us, whether we like to say it or not, in the past. But we are not depending, we are not staying back over there anymore, because we are moving forward right now. So when it really comes to what we call the reason for the visit, which on one part of it is fantastic and I applaud it, ultimately the success of this visit will not be measured by the ceremonial pageantry. Okay, if the agreements in the United Kingdom lead to meaningful investment, fairer migration framework, and stronger economic partnership, then the trip could be justify its significance. Otherwise, critics may argue that the government appears more focused on international optics than addressing the urgent domestic issues that we are dealing with. So these are the things that we are looking at, because you can look at I'm an APC carrying member, but you got to look at it from the eyes of the other group, because we know how important this particular thing is. But there are so many questions which are being discussed and asked by everybody else, especially the opposition.
Okay. So Dr. Ferry, you had George there listing out expectations. It's a very, very epic, pivotal event, and yes, a lot. Our eyes, opposition, everybody's eyes will be on this. Now,
yes, I know that there will be eyes of the opposition. If you look at the eyes of the opposition, you will not do anything. You will not do anything. The work of the opposition is to critique every activity. Of the opposition is also critique every activity and all the actions of the government. So that is their job. But the most important thing, and the most, like I said, the most important thing in all this is the fact that you look at the record of this government. Wherever the government goes, the president does not go by himself. He takes his ministers with him. He goes there. He tries to get one thing or the other from there. You can see even from his body language. Even when he came here to Chatham House, he came in here with his entourage, and he was saying that this is going to do this, this is going to do that. That's the kind of president we have. It's not the kind of president who just come in here for the ceremonial purpose. It doesn't. President don't do ceremonial. When he goes out,
now,
he goes out.
At the end of the day, Dr. Femi, one thing we always see at this network is we want to see the effect of that trip in the lives of the ordinary people.
Be sure.
Big story, pageantry, beautiful. People are still hungry. We're coming to talk about the rice that's being distributed.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we are tired of too much official ceremony.
We are also
things.
tired of this shout that people are hungry. We are tired of people are hungry. People are hungry. We are tired of it. The government is working on that all the time. The thing is, everywhere are hungry. People are hungry. People are hungry. The thing is, this government is working on that because people are hungry. Should government not do any other thing? Should government just become a kitchen to be feeding people? There are other things that government is working on. Government is working on this in order to expand. Hold on. The government needs to expand our economy, and therefore there is a ministry that is created for the purpose of supporting for economic and also for social emancipation within, and that ministry is working. Doesn't mean that it's distributing food at this moment. We are talking about international trade now. People are hungry in it. Let us just focus on something that is bigger. People are hungry. When do we want to stop these people are hungry?
Well, okay, hold on. When do
we're talking about international trade? These people are hungry.
What? No. When do we stop people are hungry? Why did Ahmed Tinubu go for the presidency? If you want to stop people are hungry, then you have to go and bring out infrastructural developments that will make the people not to be hungry anymore. Because one of the let me finish. Because you cannot say people are crying, people are hungry. People are dying daily, whether you like it or not. You can sit in your pretty house in London, in UK. No. You cannot say that because you are not being sensitive to the needs of the people that the president is governing. Do you understand? So you cannot say people are hungry. You need to stop crying it. No, these are the urgent needs of the people, the citizens of Nigeria. It is a reality on hand where people are going through literal hell in a country that is supposed to have a lot of surplus. So what we're saying is we know that the president cannot do magic overnight. And I keep on saying it. And I know also that through APC government, Nigeria was plunged into a chaotic economic disaster by the former president of Nigeria. Now Tinubu is handling everything.
We want to stop these rhetorics. We are talking about international trade. You are saying people are hungry.
Wait a minute.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait a minute. You see
that's what I'm talking about.
No. You should not interrupt anybody if you don't want anybody to interrupt you, Dr. Femi. What I'm saying is this. The bottom line to everything that we are doing is the welfare of the citizens, not the pageantry, not the promises, or not anything else. So as long as people are still hungry and dying in Nigeria, it needs to be said every single day. And this is the reason why the next subject we're going to be going into right now is giving out of rice and sharing electronics.
But let me help. We have some good number of viewers here. They're listening, and you the viewers, it's you're allowed to make comments. This is your show. This is for you. This is for us Nigerians, and we're bothered. So what we're discussing here is the trip tomorrow from the 17th of March. Our president Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be meeting up with the UK Prime Minister Stema. And they'll be unveiling some programs and things, and they'll be having some bilateral talks, some agreements, and even a royal reception will be there too. So this is what we're discussing now, gentlemen. Yes, we have some comments coming in now. Now, Dr. Femi, you see, this is a little.
Can I correct? Sorry, before you ask me a question, can I correct an impression now? Can I correct impression? Okay. Can I correct impression? And George has just fallen into that impression, and you are now just echoing it now. We are talking about international trade and the effect of the state visit on Nigeria and the bilateral opportunity that we're talking about. All of a sudden, we brought Nigerians are hungry into it. What I'm talking about is that there's a ministry that is concerned about that. Is that ministry working? The answer is yes. We are talking about international trade and international development, bilateral agreement. We are talking about that. All of a sudden, we brought Nigerians are hungry to it. That's one of the things I want also. We need to separate. We need to separate this.
You cannot separate this. You cannot
Okay.
separate it, because the bottom line to everything that he's doing is for the welfare of Nigerians. If Nigerians are not feeling what is happening outside of the country, somebody needs to call it to their attention, let them listen, correct their movement, and make sure that Nigerians are feeling the effects of all these international travels. And then let him come out and tell the country also. You cannot ignore what is happening with people in the country. Somebody was just writing us right now, and they're asking a question: should we remove? Can you read that thing? Because people are feeling the pinch.
People are feeling the pain. So Ade don't. It's a long name there, but he says, "What are the causes of the hunger?" That's a good question.
It says, should the root cause of the hunger be removed?
Adeton's question. So, Dr. Femi, will be deceiving ourselves if we're talking big things, and that's what we've been doing in Nigeria. We want to look big, we want to look good international. We're talking big thing. Meanwhile,
we are not looking big international.
200 million people. I mean, you're talking of maybe a small number of people that will benefit from those bilateral trade. Those
that is not true. That is not true. That is not true. That's an opposition. That's an opposition language. That's an opposition language. It is listen. It's like we're talking about the war in Iran now. And we're talking about Iran. People are saying, oh, there is economic hardship, cost of living in UK. We are talking this. There are two different things entirely. Listen, can I tell you something? We are talking about bilateral agreement that will enlarge our economy, that will eventually trickle down to the masses. There's a ministry for poverty alleviation. Is that ministry working? The answer is yes. We are going to discuss Ministry of Aviation, Poverty Alleviation Ministry. Let us discuss that. If you are discussing bilateral agreement and possibilities of something that's bigger for Nigeria in the nearest future and also in the future, let's discuss that. Don't let us go all of a sudden, because we have to not throw that into it to make it look, oh, government is not focusing on the people, that's why they are going on trips. This is not an intellectual discussion. That is not an intellectual discussion. When we begin to bring that into the kind of discussion, it's not an intellectual discussion.
Exactly. Listen to this. No, hold on. You cannot. I don't care what kind of English you can speak about this. You see a hungry man. And you're trying to, tell them all this big English and all the only thing they want is food on their table. They want opportunity to get a job and get paid adequately to maintain the household. That is the fundamental human need. So don't tell me he is traveling, he's going to Dubai, he's going there and he's going there. All good and dandy. We're looking at it. But the fundamental necessities of life is what we are asking for in Nigeria. And I have put out a few number of videos asking the president, zero in. We are not criticizing. We are bringing our own possible solutions that the government needs to think about. So don't tell me that, okay, yeah, he's traveling there, he's doing the big things. The common man will be asking, how is that affecting the meat on my table? How is that affecting the starch that I'm eating, the gari that I'm eating, the food that I'm eating? If it's not affecting it and you're talking big language, they don't want to hear all that. They really don't want to hear all that. So that's something that we really need to zero in on, because every single decision that the government makes, if it falls down to the people getting benefits daily, remember there are stratas of economic welfare in Nigeria. There are top and middle and the bottom, but everybody is feeling the pinch. And what we are saying is, make decisions that will affect them while you are pursuing the bigger things. What if you keep on pursuing these bigger things and Kwashoko kills a bunch of others? Who are you going to govern?
Kwashoko, there's a minister. Listen, there are stratas. When we come on online, I'll begin to talk like this. Hold on.
Let's make our viewers really part of
let me just round it up in this way. There are governors, there are local governments in every level of in Nigeria. You are talking about a president to come and produce rice and put rice on people's table. There's local government, there's state government, there are ministries. we are not, nobody is focusing on, everybody is focusing on the president. The president is doing his job. How many people are going after their governors or their local government for their own, for their responsibilities? Everybody is calling the president. The president is doing his job. The governors are not doing, the state commissioner, the local government are not doing their job. Go after your commissioners. The president is saying that. Go after your governors. You are not doing that.
Uneasy is the head. Uneasy is the head that wears the crown.
He has not disputed. We are not disputing that.
If it looks good, the president will be praised. If it looks bad, whether we like it or not, he will be condemned and criticized constructively. There is nothing wrong with that.
Ade says cutting the leaves, cutting the tree leaf is not the solution to the removal of the root. Cutting the tree leaves now. So what he's saying indirectly is there's a way to the solution. It's not to probably cutting that whole tree leaf that we get the solution. He also says, can't you see the bigger picture, Mr. George?
Definitely. I do see, let me respond to him. I do see the bigger picture, but that does not mean that we have to neglect the fundamental human needs that we are talking about. So the reason why I went on this route is because Dr. Femi was saying, we always say people are hungry, people are hungry. Yes, people are hungry, and it's real. You might be able to afford your own food where you are, but there are many people in Nigeria that are dying today. We are not condemning what the president is doing. I never say so. I say that I applaud the relationship that we are being established economically with Britain, which is our parents anyway, whether we like it or not. They're still our parents. So but anyway, the bottom line to it is this. Every decision being made, the central theme to everything is the welfare of the people of Nigeria. Welfare of the people of Nigeria. That's what we're crying about.
Government is doing that.
Well, yeah, they are. They are trying. I mean, you've heard me so many times.
Let's not lie down too much.
Thank you. I'll leave it like that.
The visit anyway is scheduled for tomorrow, March. And there will be that moment, Dr. Femi, there will be the moment where the diaspora, members of the Nigerian diaspora community will have interaction with him. So maybe questions, if we can have access. I'm trying to look up with somebody because I can be in the UK tomorrow. I'm trying to see if we have access. So we can just ask questions. It's for the good of our country, for the progress of our country. We're not putting anybody down. Mr. President is doing a great job, to be honest, like George said too. Finally, Ade Dotson says, Mr. George is only asking for the show. Okay, we said that earlier. Thank you, Ade Dotson, and all those that are watching, following us. So let's come to the other story. Even though we've talked about the rice thing, but the president's giving free nationwide rice distribution for Ramadan and Lent. Now, George, rice for everybody. I applaud whatever that is going to be given. Okay, the directive by Bola Ahmed,
our president, for rice distribution through the Renewed Hope ambassadors during the Ramadan and Lent is framed as a gesture of compassion and national unity. It is, and however, such interventions also have, make people want to raise a few questions about whether temporary relief through food distribution is being used to address deeper economic hardship rather than implementing structural policies that, sustainably reduce the poverty and inflation in our country. The timing of the widespread benevolent gift given has also sparked a lot of public debate. And this is it. Critics argue that when the political actors distribute commodities during or directly to citizens, especially through partisan structure, it can blur the line between humanitarian support and the political patronage. In a democratic system, citizens expect long-term economic stability and institutional welfare program rather than episodic relief to tie to the political branding. So, these are the things you need to really ask. No question is, was this being done before or right now? All of a sudden, concerns have also been raised about reports involving Sheyi Tinubu during his outreach in Owerri, while supporters describe the outreach as philanthropic in nature, opponents question whether such actions create the perception of inducement. The broader issue is whether Nigerian democracy should move beyond symbolic generosity towards transparent governance and policies that empower citizens without creating independent or political benefactors. So
the elite will always complain. The opposition and elite will complain. When they don't give, they say, oh, people are hungry. When they give, they call it they are bribing.
These are questions that are being asked out there, my brother.
They should go and do their own.
The people are okay, listen.
They should go and do their own bribing.
Can I finish?
Yeah,
the
go
question
on.
they are asking, where today is, where we're getting free, Joe, we're getting these electronics, but there's no light to use them. So what are we going to do? So
my God.
Respond to that.
Jesus Christ. Listen. These opposition people to first go and they just go and sort out their system, their party. They are the same one that are complaining about the fact that we should do electro transmission. All of a sudden, somebody is giving electronics and they say there's no light to do it. So, but there's light to do electronic transmission. Where are they standing? They complain if the government, if through Poverty Alleviation Ministry, the government give out food. Give out food for the poor to eat. They say they are bribing. If they don't give out, they say people are hungry. They give them tools to work with in Imo State. They gave them machine, sewing machine, freezer to start small scale business. They're complaining. What is the opposition? What are the opposition giving? The only thing they're giving is condemnation and complaint. And the only thing they complain about is when they don't give, they say they don't give. When the government give, they say they are bribing people. They should go and do their own bribe. They do and do. No, we have gotten to a level now. They don't go and do their own bribe.
Dr. Femi.
Yes.
No. Realistically. Hold tight. We are on the news. Realistically, doesn't this actually look like bribing?
It doesn't. It does not.
George, I'm asking because the timing is something else.
How do you get to the common man? By saying on the television? How do you get to the common man? By us staying in our home in the United Kingdom or America or Germany? How do you get to the common man? By saying on ITV or Arise Television? They have gone to the grassroots. These people have gone to the grassroots. So the common man in Owerri, the common man in Abeokuta, to the common man in Abakaliki, to the common man in Kanemuda. They go to this common man to go and give them what they will need to support. What were we doing? Complain about it, condemn about it. This opposition to go to hell if they care.
No, listen. Whether we like it or not.
Sorry, do we draw the line? I'm very upset. I am very upset. Listen, please.
You don't get emotional on TV.
Please, I am emotional. Listen, I'm emotional. No, I'm emotional.
No, because you being emotional means that you're not a balanced journalist. Because if you get upset because of party, you're being partisan. You are here to present a balanced news between pros and cons. So don't get emotional simply because a question is being asked by the opposition. The question is, I asked you a question. Go on. Whether we like it or not. Okay, all these benevolent givings and all these philanthropic endeavors look suspect because of the timing. Whether we like it or not.
Thank you very much.
I'm an APC member.
Can I ask you a question?
Right ahead.
Where should they give them? You said people are hungry. Where should they give until they die?
How come it didn't happen a year ago when even the economic warfare was so bad? How come they didn't go to Owerri and do it last year? A year ago. Why didn't they go do it?
Let me answer that question. Let me answer that question. They will have gone there 2 years ago. IPOB will have killed them. IPOB will have killed them while they are doing those things.
They have the military to protect. They have the military to protect whenever they need it, my brother. We have the military. Look at what happened in River State. All the military were there. So they have the military to stop whatever that is going on. unless we're playing games.
Let's go have a glass.
Please,
let's go take some glass of water.
Please, the people have gotten from government. The people, the common man have received from the government. The common man in Owerri have received gifts from the government and benevolence from the government. Whether opposition like it or not, that is their business. When you don't give, they complain people are hungry. When you give, they complain they are bribing the people. When would they what would the opposition bribe? When would they start bribing their own people? What would they provide? I want the opposition to provide me an alternative. Alternative.
Yes, like Dotu. Can I come in, please? Like Dotu earlier, I did also, what about a situation where, like you're saying also, Dr. Femi, things are done as job. People are working. People have a means of livelihood, and we don't need to be doing all this, giving food, all this kind of thing. Why can't we just structure our economy in a way that the large populace, we're always using those words, we are many, but we're not up to China, and they are getting it right. We're not up to India. We're not up to many Pakistan. Now, why can't we arrange our economical base? Well, people don't need to be looking for rice and all this.
No, Dr. Femi. Hold on. Let me answer the question.
Hold on. Yeah. Mark, you have heard it on this channel several times from me that Tinubu was handed a very, very destroyed economy. I've said it before, and I'm saying it again. Tinubu, hold tight. Maybe priorities were messed up at the very beginning, but the man has a heart for the people, and that's what I see. And I believe that most of these moves he's making is actually to do exactly what you are asking. The international trade agreements, going to get MOUs from different countries, recreating economic, diplomatic connection to many countries. The man is a fantastic, progressive, proactive politician. So all the moves he's making is towards making Nigeria, after almost how many years of destruction with the APC government under Buhari.
You both will agree with me that he's taking.
Can I answer the question now? You asked as a very cogent question. You said, instead of providing rice, why do they not provide them what will give them business? In Owerri, they brought sewing machine to Owerri, and others on some other place. They brought sewing machine for those who are artisan in tailoring. They brought freezer for those who are doing cooler business, drink business. They brought buses, they brought mini buses for those in transportation. They brought grinders for those who are doing food processing. They brought hair dryer for those who are beauticians. What else do you want? They are not giving them fish. They are teaching how to fish. They are provided for them. And yet the opposition is complaining and condemning it. When will the opposition bring their own, so that we will compare them, what they brought, which is better than what the government brought, to that? That's what I'm saying. When we say people are hungry, what the government did is twofold. They provided rice for immediate succor. They now provided all these that I mentioned for long-term and short-term businesses, so that they will not just be eating, they will also be able to make ends meet. The government is not about just opening offices and bringing people to the offices. For the people to do little business on their own, this government has also started off technical schools, so that artisans can be trained, so that can get little businesses. Also, this government has also provided NEL fund, so that people that go to university will not feel the pains of university. The poor will not feel the pains of university. They will also get stipend for university. This government has also, so that the money for the school fees and the stipend for food will stay in the pockets of their parents while the students go to school. What else do you want this government to do? The government does not care about the people. What else do you want to do? They should bring people to Aso Rock to come and eat rice every Sunday? Is that what will make people feel?
Let's see. We also have
we need to give them meat. We need to give them meat.
We also have we have diverse views also from our viewers. Our viewers have different opinions. Somebody saying, but He's doing well. His agri program is very weak. He's doing well, but his agri program is very weak. He said tractor supply is not the only solution. The anchor borrower, the anchor borrower scheme would have been able to do maybe he's writing more. What our man here is saying, Amu Goli is saying is that probably the president needs to look more. Dr. Femi, you broke it down very well. In fact, I don't know why they can't have people like you as APC spokesman people instead of having all these Boala and Daniel. All these guys are playing up.
Boala is Saul of Tarsus.
Now, listen to this. Listen to this. You've listed out APC's beautiful agenda that's going on, but there now is. These things are on the surface. It has trickled down to a lot of people. My adopted daughter is in university. She got admitted into university. If you see how much I have paid and what we're going through, and I told her, listen, there's government. She went there and said, no, it's not true. Nothing like that. They drove her away and said she's not.
Can I ask you, what university is that?
FUTA, Federal University of Technology, Owerri.
Tell her to go online and go and fill the form. You can fill the form. Go and do research for yourself. Listen, I don't know your daughter, so I'm not going to play up. Many Nigerians many Nigerian youth are product of the generation before them. They will collect money from you and their school government is paying their fees. I know someone until their mom, the boy's mom got involved in this. The boy was collecting money from home, pretending to be paying the school fees where they are doing that. The school is paying that. He's collecting money from home, collecting both here and left and right, while the government is paying his fees. So please, I'm not saying that, but go and do your research yourself. Go online and go and fill the form. It does not need any other thing but filling the form. Go online and do the
let's try that. I will try. All right, gentlemen. Nice one. Believe me, it's nice to have intelligent minds knocking up like this. Let's do a small break so you can refresh yourself, Dr. Femi. You need to refresh yourself a little. We'll come back. Let's come back to the other side.
I think
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerian soul are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
This country has some of the most extraordinary culinary diversity in the world. I'm talking about Nigeria. This first dish is amala abula, made popular by the Yoruba people in southwest Nigeria. It starts with amala made from dried yam and then is covered in a variety of soups. Next we have ofe nsala, a white soup that is synonymous with the Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria. It goes best with fufu, or akbo as the Igbos call it. Next we have suya, the most well-known food of the Hausa and Fulani people of northern Nigeria. Meat is covered in a peanut-based powder called yaji and cooked over an open fire. This is banga and starch, a classic of the Urhobo people of Delta State. Lastly, we have onunu, a plantain-based swallow of the Izon people in south Nigeria. We are eating it with fisherman soup, popular throughout this whole region. And of course, we don't forget the jollof rice. This is popular everywhere in Nigeria. I think what makes Nigeria so great is the diversity of all the different people coming together. These beautiful ethnic groups living side by side, sharing culture and cuisine is what makes Nigeria such an amazing country to visit. Nigerians should be so proud of that cultural heritage, as there is so much more that unites than divides them.
To know ADC, you see a handshake, a symbol that stands for belief, passion, ideas and creativity, service with integrity, confidence and commitment. We are the definition of democracy, your party, for you and by you. Every life is important. every right is respected. We promote friendship, cooperation, and collaboration. We believe that when we work together, we make great things happen. With love and respect, we shake hands. Yes, we shake hands. Therefore, we say, ADC arise. ADC arise. AD&C arise and shine.
This message is endorsed by ADC 7th Zone, ADC-DN, African Democratic Congress, Diaspora Nigerians, Diaspora Network.
Our viewers are also there. You're welcome back to this other half of Wednesday News Startup Between the Lines. And we're here. George is there in Canada. Dr. Femi is there in the UK, London. You're welcome. So let's come to some other issues, gentlemen. Let's look at what happened during the week, too. The update on the Middle East crisis. Now, what we heard from that side is that Trump said Iran is not ready to discuss peace. They don't want to come into the table to say anything. So does this look like we'll be hitting ourselves more? There'll be more disaster, more blowouts and all of that, gun blazing, like Trump would say. Dr. Femi, if they are not ready to come,
I don't see the solution of peace in a very short future. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some beating to do that, because this the Iranians, the people that were taken out were they are real leaders. So and they were taken out, and that is a slap on their face. So they will want to do some damages. And what they are doing is that they are not going to America. They are targeting the friendly nations around the Gulf, and they're doing that. And also they also trying. I also read somewhere this morning that they are laying mines on in the channel.
Yes, Straits of Hormuz.
Hormuz. They are laying mines in there, and that is how tragic these people are. The Iranian American war has been looming for so long. It's a war that is necessary but wrong timing. So wrong timing, but it's necessary. The Iranian needs to be coped. They were moving towards the wrong direction, and they were sponsoring terrorism worldwide. They are not hiding it. They were not hiding it. So it has to stop. And also the nuclear proliferation project
enriching their nuclear.
Yes.
Nuclear. Dr. Femi, this is why also everybody needs to come into this. But UK made an announcement this afternoon. Your Prime Minister. Let's hear the Prime Minister and what he said. Then we'll talk.
I want to take a moment to set out how we're responding to this crisis and standing up for the British people. Our priority is always the national interest. And so we have been clear and consistent in our objectives throughout this conflict. First, we will protect our people in the region. Second, while taking the necessary action to defend ourselves and our allies, we will not be drawn into the wider war. And third, we will keep working towards a swift resolution that brings security and stability back to the region and stops the Iranian threat to its neighbours.
That's Stema, that's the UK Prime Minister. Gentlemen, this is also hitting back at Trump. Trump said they should all join him, and now he says, no, we're not joining his larger war arrangement. So what does this mean? UK backing out instead of.
Well, I don't think UK was actually backing out. You see, what it is this: when you go to a war like this, especially with countries that are so primary when it comes to the world economic in affairs, like like this country, Iran. We have seen what has happened because of their strategic positioning. They feel they want to get nuclear warheads. That's what they want, so that they can do whatever they want, whenever they want it, however they want it. And if you threaten them, they can press the button. And this is something, it is a necessary war. But like Dr. Femi said, I think it should have been thought out, planned out, put together in such a way that once they hit it, they will know exactly how to combat every other situation that would have affected the world economy. Because number one, they support Hezbollah, they support Hamas, they support the Houthis, and they're not hiding it. So these are the people that are causing global chaos all over the place.
Terrorism.
So all over the place. Terrorism. So one thing is, it is a necessity that if it's a handful of people that are doing this, they need to be eliminated. But the problem we have, Benjamin Netanyahu was able to convince Trump to come on board on this. And they felt like, we can just take him out in a few days and destroy this and destroy that. When you kill the leader, their leader, whatever. The supreme leader, when you kill him, maybe that they will be weakened to the point whereby they will, succumb and submit. But it's not happening. And believe me, they are not ready to succumb yet, because they feel like, for you to come and kill our supreme leader, we got to fight back. And we will fight to death. And many of them, and that's what Dr. Femi always say, how can you negotiate with somebody who feels like their death is beneficial? Because seven virgins are waiting for them, and they're gonna go to.
But do you know the big laugh they say they are having in White House now? The new Ayatollah, that's the man you see there, the son of the one that was taken out. They say he's gay. So they say Trump has been laughing since weekend now.
That is what?
He's gay. He's homosexual. That's the son. Yeah. So, so Trump is laughing his head off. Now, anyway, on a serious note, the situation is rough. Like you guys said, I want to agree with that. They should have thought also of that Strait of Hormuz that is vital in world global trade and a lot of things. They should have thought about what could be happen, what could be a check to them trying to block it now. That's what they're doing, seeing skyrocketing global inflation and everything. George, is it $150 now for your gas?
No, gas on the pumps now is 162 as of this morning.
62,
162. It's not actually 162 Canadian dollars per liter. So you multiply it by 4 and see how much it will give you per gallon. So the prices have jumped almost 50% since the war, and it's still increasing. So this is something that, if they have thought it out, they would have actually preemptively, put some strategies together. So when this is happening, they can release oil into the market or from their reserves, so that people will not be suffering like they are today. Because there's a domino effect on the gas price increasing. It affects everything else, transportation, logistics, everything is affected. So prices are going to be jumping up in those areas too.
I say that, like I said, it was a necessary war, but wrong timing. But Donald Trump did something that did on behalf of America. That the reason why they went to Venezuela is now obvious. When they took over Venezuela is now obvious, because of their oil in Venezuela. So that when this is on, they can always rely on that. Now let's go back to the what Sergio just said. Now, if you look on the surface, now it looks like a war that they will just go in there, take them out, and then come out. But these people are people that see death as an elevation to better life. So they don't see life the way we see life. they don't see life and development as the way we see life. These are people that their head is between their thighs in religion, and also they have been brainwashed. So what they see is that every other person that is not towing their line is an enemy that needs to be killed. So they don't see things the way we see that. If they are, for example, with the way the Prime Minister came out today, it's not like it's not that he said yes or no. It's that he didn't say yes or he didn't say no. What is it? He's just signing between the line. He's balancing himself between the two lines, and that's what Donald Trump don't want, because they see Britain as their biggest ally, and if Britain is on their side, and what Iran did was to bomb the two bombs into the region, and scared almost everyone, and that is one thing that they're working for them. But by the time this cools down, we'll see what happens next.
We'll see what
so
happens.
Everyone grab your popcorn.
But you see,
grab your popcorn. Really, and how do you know? Popcorn that I'll have here too. Have some popcorn.
One of the things that we need to understand is that what Iran is doing is actually justifying the reason why they should be fought against.
Yeah.
And they should be stopped. Yeah. Because what are the innocent Dubai people? They said they are all you through Dubai. Why are you bombing Dubai? Why are you bombing Kuwait? Why are you bombing your neighbors that you are supposed to, the Gulf brothers that you're supposed to have around you? You are destroying your relationship and diplomacy with them. So, you know what I mean? These people, they don't think. They just go and do whatever.
They see them as American allies. They see them American allies that they will allow America to use them as a launching pad. So therefore, they are proactive. They are acting proactively. But that, like you said, I just said, they are just evil.
Powerful. Thank you, guys. Let's crop it up with small entertainment news. During the yesterday till this morning, stars were showing themselves on the red carpet of the Oscars. The Oscars is one of the highest global entertainment award, and we saw a lot of stars coming out. Black people are making waves now in the world global entertainment. We saw so many black people winning in the event. Guys, did any of you follow the Oscar? I know Femi is academic man; he doesn't have time for. But George, did you follow the Oscars? Were you? Because
I saw clips of the Oscar. I didn't watch it completely. I was very busy this weekend. Yes.
God help you, Mark. God help you.
Yeah, there's a movie that's called Sinners. Yes.
Sinners got the highest. He got the highest nomination, and also got nice award as well.
He got six. There. I thought you're on the academic side. You don't have time for all these things.
Who told you?
See? So you pretend. Now I see you. Now I see you.
The man, he's a master of many things.
Yeah,
he loves life.
The Sinner movie is it's more of a black movie story. In the 30s, and. The intrigue, it's like a vampire story thing. So the intrigue and all the vampire thing, it really was something else, A black director wrote it, and the cast were also black people and white mixed. So he got all of the award. The young man there, Michael Jordan, took everything. Yeah, took everything. So anyway, this is it, guys. Is there anything we're missing out?
Well, we just continue to pray for our president and pray that his visit to Britain will be fantastic and the reception will be incredible, and then that he will be able to come back with a lot of contracts, with Britain, so that maybe we can get back some of the things that they took from us. President, I'm praying for you and your wife and your family as you guys are moving around, that you'll be protected in every area, and enjoy yourself, sir, while you're taking this little business break.
Yeah. Also, need to put in there that this the Iraqi war, Iranian war, also have an effect in Nigeria, on Nigerian economy and also world economy. Nigeria is not exempted out of the whole world. It's affecting Nigerian economy. The oil at the pumps has also gone up. It is a global challenge. United Kingdom today, I think I bought $167 pound, £1.67 to it was £1.22 before. It was £1.67 now. So
is it per gallon or per liter?
Per liter. Yeah, per liter now. So that's what we have here.
What
now.
did you say? What did you say?
£1.67
per liter.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is what we're facing here too. So it was £1.22 before. So it's almost about a little over 50p above that. So that's what we're saying. Even there are queues in some places, long queues in some cities in United Kingdom. There's no fuel in the stations. So this is what we face. So when we talk about that in Nigeria, we should also see that we are part of a global community. We are not isolated in this.
That's correct.
Well, by and large, God bless Nigeria.
God bless Nigeria.
My
viewers,
beloved country.
SSM Network, what we do, if you look at what we're doing here, it is to put Nigeria in a positive light. At the end of the day, even if we're all abroad, the panelists, the coordinators, but we still look to our country. We want good from our country. We want the best for Nigeria. And believe me, that's the country where when they're outside, they are doing marvelously well. Gentlemen, I hope you're following the basketball and some things Nigerians are doing, involved with. We are busy. You know, that's who we are. Resilient, strong, hardworking, ready to do a lot and contribute good to the world. That's who we are here. Don't mind our argument. It's all for good. It's all for a better Nigeria, like Femi would say. So we come again Wednesday. George, awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank God. Dr. Femi. And get some pictures from me. And if you're able to talk to Asiwaju, he should invite both of us to come and see him at Aso Rock. We have some ideas. We have some ideas. We have to share with them.
Let's you do all real-time updates in the group chat. Then we'll bring it to the Wednesday.
All right.
Sounds good. All right. Kudos, brothers. And have a wonderful day. See you on Wednesday.
God bless you.
Okay.
Hey, Massive Man, don't forget what I sent you. Don't forget it. I need it.
Yes.
I need it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. God bless you.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.